Hey, hello, lovely beings, and I'm here. I actually made an effort to make another video because the previous video I made, I kind of felt, guided to do another video because it's New Year, right? I mean, New Year means new changes. I mean, energetically, there are a lot of shifts that goes on around the human collective, the planet, individually you, and the main thing with all of this, a similar pattern with all of this is called changes. I want to talk to you a little bit about changes. Now, changes, one thing the human collective or a human being is um finds very hard to deal with is change, right? Any type of change, we human beings take time to understand and go through that change and evolve in the process of whatever change it is, right? Now, changes can mean something good, something not so good. Sometimes the process of change is the ending of something. Sometimes the process of change is the beginning of something. Sometimes the process of change is confusion. Now, change does not just mean ultimate change. The process could be different. Now, what I mean is, as there are a lot of changes going on right now in current times, and if something ends for you, say you have to move out of a place, a relationship, um a job, or whatever, something that you would have to let go of, this is never going to be a pretty process. And or as people think, it is difficult, and we understand it's difficult, but sometimes what happens is you would have to do something that is probably difficult, something that you would have never thought that you would actually do. What happens unless you don't make the necessary changes in your life is you will be stuck in the same pattern. And sometimes when you are going through these changes, someone else might not find it good, someone else might not appreciate you for that, someone else might not even know what's going on within you. They might just blindly say anything they want to. And I just want to say this, that whatever is the process of change that you're going through, do not put yourself in a place of fear, shame, and guilt. Just do not, because if you had to let go of a relationship, if you had to let go of a person, a place, a job, and you feel guilty for doing so because you feel like you've chosen yourself, or you've done something that might hurt or offend someone else, you must understand that change is necessary for life, for human life. Unless we're guided to make some changes and we don't do it, we'll be stuck in the same pattern. So have more love for yourself, have more compassion for yourself, have more kindness for yourself, have understand and give yourself the space to understand that it's necessary. As you go through change, you would be labeled things, you would be called things, you people will think that you know you don't understand somebody else's emotions. But it can also mean that you're not in a place where you can make someone understand what you're going through, and they might just assume a lot of things. That's okay. If something is meant to be, it will be. Some people will never walk out of your life, no matter what type of changes you go through, or if you're supposed to um, make changes, and some people or something is temporarily disconnected from you. If it has to be in your life, it will eventually find you, right? And don't be so scared to make changes. What follows after that will follow, but if you can stay with yourself, if you can take the courage, if you can have that love for yourself, if you were strong enough, and sometimes, as I say, you are supported by so much love and light from the invisible realms, and from the invisible side. I mean, whatever you choose to call it is your whole thing, but with all of that, you will come out strong. I mean, any type of changes you go through in life, good, bad, the happy, the sad, the in betweens, even if someone is trying to say a lot of things, even if someone does not understand, I want you to know that be with yourself. Be with yourself, because no matter what happens and who abandons you, and you need to be with yourself at all situations. I understand it's not easy, because there's a lot of self-doubts and confusion that come into your way, but understand that it's necessary, and understand this also, that you cannot lose faith in yourself. I mean, trust in yourself, and understand that just like every other human being on this planet, you have the right to make the choices that you want to make. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, because you can't be scared all the time. And sometimes, even if you are, breathe into it and still somehow continue with the process. I will never say burn out, like I will never say do it while you can't do it. That would be very toxic. I will never ask you to do such things, but understand that at all times in your life, remember to be with yourself, because sometimes you will lose faith, sometimes you will lose trust, sometimes you will lose understanding, sometimes you'll be in confusion, but always try to remember, be with yourself. That's like the biggest um thing. That's like the biggest thing you need. Be with yourself. It's important, it's needed now. And as we go through changes and shifts on this planet, it's happening to everyone, and it's a collective effort as well. And let's look forward to some amazing things in life this year, right? And forever. And I'm sending you love. I hope you get this new year means some new changes. It might be uncomfortable in the beginning, but we must understand that there's a deeper meaning, a deeper perspective, deeper understanding, and the deeper outcome for a lot of things that we don't understand physically. And hoping that you will all make it through, and sending you love.